Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse, SBCA, Structural Building Components Association, with another weekly update. It is May 30th, 2024, which means May is almost up, and we've got another month until the year is half over. So it's kind of one of those get busy living, get busy dying type situations from Shawshank, one of my favorite movies, but I suggest the latter. Let's get busy living. Let's get busy talking about SBCA stuff. We've got the Innovative Housing Showcase coming up next week. We're going to start construction on that on Monday. Sean is going to be there. He's been doing a lot of work. He's been doing great work on getting that done, working with 84 Lumber. They're kind of doing a turnkey experience for us, providing the components and the labor on it. So it'll be nice to talk about that. And we really appreciate all of the people that have contributed in all the ways and shapes and forms, not only this year, but in the previous years, to really set us up for success for this year. So again, thank you to all of those, as well as 84. Sean, keep up the good work. Looking forward to seeing the house built. And the reason why we're doing it on Monday, we hope to get it done in 8 hours or less, is because we've got some things happening Tuesday. We've got HUD, who's putting on the event, which SBCA is co-sponsoring with a few others. But that's pretty cool to have that. But beyond that, we're going to have some HUD officials and then also some congressional folks. So congressmen, congresswomen, senators, they're going to be invited to a reception Tuesday evening, to where they can kind of get a sneak peek. They can see some of the larger exhibits, understand better about housing, and how the innovations that we're driving forward can really impact the marketplace and how we can bring more affordable, more additional housing to every corner of the country. And that's the thing I love about components. People come in like, well, what's innovative about this? And I'm like, well, honestly, it's a lot of nuance. It's a lot of small things. You add the small things up, you're going to get big things. And that's what we've been doing in our industry for several years. We're going to be showcasing, insulated studs, ways to meet energy code. We're going to be showing HVAC and how components leverage the usage of, to make things easier for the downstream trades, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, all those things that we know that you're probably watching this and like, yeah. Well, that's the thing that we still need to articulate, not only to HUD officials and congressional folks, people that are in DC, but also anybody coming through. We need to get that to the marketplace, and that's what this effort does. So yes, we're not making earwax igloos or anything, but we are doing small little innovative things that add up. And that's where construction, if you look at, how things were done 50 years ago, we've made a lot of improvements, but is it really significantly changed? Maybe not. Same techniques, but we're still doing stuff. I like to trust on the side of humans. I believe in, people are typically good and smart. We've been providing shelter for ourselves for thousands of years. We've been building cars for 50 or 100 or whatever it is. I think we've got some things down. We can say it's not as good as what we want it to be, but yet we're still doing it, and we're doing it pretty efficiently. And it's a great way to build a wealth for American families as well as home ownership. Beyond all that, getting back to kind of where we're going, the event starts on Friday. It's going to go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're in the Washington, D.C. area, National Mall, come down and see us. We're going to have several staff people there. We're going to have Christine, Molly, Ashley, Abby, myself will be there. So kind of 5 of us heading it up for those 3 days. I hope they're ready to talk, because there's a lot of people that come through there. There's thousands of people. It's a great experience. It's good feedback to see how consumers and just people in general interact with components, and they understand what's behind the sheetrock. A lot of people don't understand it in their house. So that's another thing that's nice about that event, is showing that. And then, the other part that I really enjoy about it the last couple of years, and I'm looking forward to it this year, is the young people and getting them inspired. And, we've started to see some of the change from, going to college to more of the trade schools or being in construction. We're starting to see some of that, but we need to make sure that the young people that are still like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old are thinking about that as well. And this is a way to inspire them as well. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Beyond that, Molly's going to stay for a couple days after. She's going to, do some private tours. If you have any builders that are in the area for the NHB meetings next week, reach out to our staff, Sean, Molly, myself, Christine. We can get you hooked up with a private tour for that builder to see the components and see, how we've got the HVAC integrations. We've got the studs. We've got, all the little things that we're doing to show components. Plus, we'll have time-lapse videos, maybe not on Monday, but we'll be able to share that information to where we've got that to where, shows just how efficient components are. After that, I'm going to be sticking around DC for the NHB meetings later next week, but then that's going to be a wrap for it. So it's going to be a lot of, jam-packed schedule, a lot of things going on. Really excited about IHS this year, and we'll see where we go with it. It's going to cool to be a co-sponsor. It's cool to, that they even asked and, wanted us to participate that way. Other things that we're working on, still full force on a lot of really good stuff. BCMC, that planning is always happening. Allie does a great job with that. But we had a committee meeting yesterday with the education committee to talk about the education sessions at BCMC. A lot of great topics, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of work going into it from the education committee. Also from Ashley, from Ali, from a lot of our staff. I think Sean has put his input on it as well as Christine. And, all those things, a lot of great people coming together and going to have some good content. We're probably going to have to cut some, but that's the cool thing about it is if you register now, hey, get this, you can fill out in, interest form of what education sessions you want to see. And, we can kind of gear it towards that. We can kind of pivot, or, when it comes down to final selections, like we've got 18 topics, we need to get 12 slots. That's how we can make those decisions. It helps with that. So if you're excited about BCMC, get registered, fill out that form, and we can hopefully get the education that you want to see there as well. Beyond that, we've got OQM for July coming up in Bellevue. The registration is open now. I suggest you do that early and often to make sure that we get our rooms where you can use them and filled up, and then we also know for our meals and everything. Had Ali put together some numbers of what it costs per person for all the meals and stuff that SBCA provides. It's kind of a staggering number when you think about it. But, that's our service to our membership and others in the industry to get them together. That's where that collaboration networking happens. So looking forward to Bellevue in July. It should be really nice weather. Pacific Northwest is great that time of year. But beyond that, the other thing that we've been working on, innovation grant selection is ongoing, like literally right now. So we're hoping to announce those finalists coming up today, tomorrow, somewhere in there. Also, our exhibitor early bird deadline, I believe, is tomorrow. So we've got that coming up. If it's not tomorrow, it's going to be probably the next day, the end of the month, June 1st type thing. So if you are on the fence about registering, save a few bucks. Give us some extra time to plan with it. So take advantage of that early bird, or don't do it next week, and we can take the other extra dollars and make it a little bit more successful for BCMC. Either way. Beyond that, thanks for watching. I hope everybody had a great Memorial Day last week. Hope you have a great weekend. Getting into summertime now, at least here in Montana. Weather's at least cooperating a little bit. Hopefully it is wherever you're at. Hopefully you're able to spend some time with friends, family, and loved ones over the weekend. And till next week, picks up, press on, and we'll probably come at you from Washington, D.C. next week. Adios. Goodbye.